All right, all right. Got my man Joe here.
What's going on?
Nothing much, nothing much. Yeah, like Neil said, we're just gonna go through some questions and you just, share the game, share the knowledge that you received a little bit. All right,
Hey,
so
man.
so Joe, so tell me a little bit, like, how'd you come across real estate? Like, why'd you get started?
So originally, why I got started into real estate was because of my mentor. Before I got the opportunity to meet you, it was originally my uncle Judge, who started investing into real estate about 10 years ago. He was kind of he was somebody who brought me into business and taught me a few of these things. Made a lot of mistakes in his life financially, he always likes to tell me. But I was fortunate enough to learn from those mistakes. Have somebody in my life where it was, this is what not to do. Although he's been able to be resilient in a lot of opportunities that he's had, and he was able to do some good things with his money. Although he did make a lot of mistakes, but I was fortunate enough to learn about real estate through him because it was one of the last things that he actually got involved in after all the businesses and things that he did. So after, he brought that up to me, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, let me take a look. He showed me a chart and all these numbers about what could happen with, growth of properties. He's more of like the buy and hold strategy. So then I started going, YouTube University. I ain't got no college degree. Everything I went was there. And then all of a sudden I came along Instagram, and I don't know how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think I first started following you when you had about, honestly, I didn't want to say 1,200 followers. I think it
Okay.
was.
Oh wow. So you were like way back.
I'm bro
Yeah.
from the
From the
jump,
beginning.
like
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
jump, yeah. And I came across your page, and I'm like, I'm looking at the page. I'm like, this guy's doing some real estate stuff. I think it came along a hashtag or something like that,
Yeah.
and then I just kept following. That was like, that was maybe like 4 years ago.
Right.
3 years ago. And then I just kept following. And then, as the years went on, I didn't realize I kept, studying little by little. And then all of a sudden I just like you popped up again. And I'm like, oh, this is another thing he's doing. This is another thing he's doing. And then I started getting interested. And then your videos started becoming more and more repetitive. I'm like, oh, this guy's knocking out a property like every other month. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, how's he doing this?
Right.
And then all of a sudden the ride along opportunity came along.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even did that, I went and I reached out to mentees of yours who did the ride along.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this guy's just trying to charge all this money. He don't know what he's talking about. I'm
Right,
from New York.
right.
I think everybody's looking to get a dollar here. And then I'm like, I follow his Instagram. Like, I'm not buying into this. And then I went and I spoke to a lot of people who had a lot of good things to say about you. Me, I'm the type of person where I like to do my business based off of loyalty, trust. I have a lot of integrity in my work.
Yep.
And by following you, it always seems like that. And I'm a family man. Family comes first. And like just something like that was like, all right, this guy, like all this madness going on, he always finds time for the family, which was very, that hit home for me. So I started talking to people like, oh, he's a great guy, this and that. I'm like, let me give this guy a shot.
Right.
And I reached out, man. I got to be honest with you. That ride along changed my outlook on my financials, my credit, real estate as a whole. It really opened up the door, and that's really where I got started.
So the ride along seemed like it played a big impact on changing your mindset and also giving you some strategies and so forth that you were able to start taking advantage of.
The ride along definitely changed my mindset completely because one I had the opportunity to meet Neo. This guy got on stage, the energy he was bringing, I'm like, whoa. I felt after that day, I felt like I could run through a brick wall.
Yep.
After that, then you came and all the knowledge that you were dropping and all those things. And then to actually see everything, I'm a visual learner.
Right.
And to actually see everything like all the properties, you were bringing us from literally a demo.
Yep.
And framing all the way till finished product, and like to be able to see things like that, like it was crazy, man. It was that definitely was definitely changed the mindset. Definitely gave me the knowledge, and then it was just from there. It was like, all right, like now I already know about it. Now I saw it firsthand. Now we got to take action, and that's it. That's where it started for me.
Awesome. Awesome. So just tell me a little bit about some of your like recent deals that you may have going on.
So recently, right out the gate,
Yep.
from the ride along, I went and I want to say maybe 2 months in, I went and I purchased a triplex.
Okay.
It was a buy and hold strategy. I wasn't ready for the BRRRR strategy, which I knew I wanted to do.
Yep.
But I had some money saved because I have a business that I run here, so I wanted to get moved.
Yep.
So I went and I purchased a triplex. So that property, that was my first deal. I'll probably never do a buy and hold for less than $1 million ever again. To utilize the cash from the BRRRR strategies and
Yep.
doing it that way. I'll utilize that money towards other assets.
Yep.
The buy and hold for the appreciation.
Absolutely.
But the cash flow is the name of the game, especially after I got done with the ride along. So my most recent deals that I've been working on was I had a property. I started looking in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm from New York, but everything was out of state. For
Yep.
me, New York is a normal like to buy, so I had to get creative, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Pennsylvania was the closest area for me to be able to drive. It's, Philly's an hour and 45.
Yep.
Harrisburg is 2 hours and 45 minutes from where I'm from. So I could jump in the truck and go, which is what I did. So I started doing my homework, started reading about the areas, and then we came across some deals. A lot of the deals that I come across are kind of like where you started in Coatesville.
Yeah. Yep.
Small town. So the first deal I did was the property was for sale for $40,000.
Nice.
We went in. I renegotiated. I went in on a cash deal.
Mm-hmm.
I said I'll offer you $20,000 cash.
Wow.
They took it right off the bat.
Wow, check that out. 50% less than what they were asking.
50% less than asking, right? So in the meanwhile, I was doing my due diligence. I used the contacts that you provided for the ride along in the playbook. I used the playbook. I utilized the resources and the websites to look up pricing and things like that, because if I'm going to use an out-of-state contractor and I'm not ready to GC myself yet, I need to know these prices, right? Mm-hmm. So I come from a construction background, but I do telecommunications.
Yep.
So it's a little bit different. I know pricing on steel and things like that, but with the home, it's a little different. So I knew how to deal with the contractor. Exactly. So I used HomeWise and all those sites to learn, and I ended up finding 3 contractors out there.
Awesome.
I got one contractor to do the work for me for $20,000.
Nice.
So I purchased the property for $20,000, 50% less than asking, and the contractor came back at, I told him my budget was $25,000. Mm-hmm. He came back at $27,000. Okay. So we ended up going back and forth. I asked him the old-time Doug line, is this the best that you can do?
Yep.
He comes back to me. He goes, I'm not really making much here, this and that. I said, all right, no problem. I said, I need this number to come down a little bit. Okay. There ended up being an issue where we found he thought there was a structural issue. I went out there, got a second look at it. It wasn't. Mm. That brought down the price significantly. We ended up getting it down to $20,000 to cover everything.
Ooh, perfect.
So we went out, we did some extra homework. That got done. Cool. So now I'm all in for $40,000.
Yep.
Now we did comps in the area and everything. Our ARV for this property was $65,000. Mm-hmm. And we found a small time bank out there, S&T Bank. Yep. They give you 80% LTV. So we weren't really comfortable with doing the 80%. I really wanted to keep it to 75. Yeah. But for the deal, 75 would have worked.
Right. Absolutely.
But, we found a bank that they gave us, the fees are very, very minimal and 80%. So, we worked with that. Yep. Long story short, we went in, 65,000 was my number based off the 65% rule. Mm-hmm. The numbers were definitely tight, but, I wanted to get in and get my feet wet.
Absolutely.
We get in there, we finish construction. 2 months go by, everything's completed. I get the property tenanted after 3 months. We go right to the bank. They send the appraiser out there, property reappraises for $95,000.
Wow. So you're expecting 65, but 95 instead.
Yeah. So it came back in 95. So, needless to say, I didn't have to go and take the 80% out. I could have kept it at 70 to keep that equity in there.
Yeah.
But you know what I said? I said, you know what? I said, this is a good deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this extra cash that I have.
Absolutely.
So I took 80% out, right? 80% of the $95,000. I think it was a $72,000 check.
Yep.
I paid myself back 40,000.
Man.
And we all know what the rest looks like, right?
That's it.
I paid $1,300 in processing fees for everything with the remortgage, the cash out refinance fees. The rest went back into my pocket.
So let me just take a step back. So basically, you figured out a way to get the house for free. Plus, you got an extra 40 grand in your pocket. Plus, you got a tenant that's paying you on a monthly basis, and you're going to be receiving something called cash flow.
Correct. So the tenant I have in there was Section 8.
Nice.
The Section 8 gave us a voucher for $1,000.
Nice.
The tenant covers an additional 200, so we're getting 1,200, which is the highest. That is the highest rent to date right now in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
So we were able to accomplish that, which was great. That thing's cash flowing like $600 a month.
Wow. So even with you getting that extra 40, still cash flowing extra $600, extra $7,200 a year.
Extra $7,200 a year on top of correct. That profit that I brought in from the cash on refinance, which is great. Man. So I was like, all right, cool. In the meanwhile, while we were doing that, I went and we utilized credit, right? Because after I took the A&E class, after the ride along, I wanted to sharpen up the tools a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's what we did. So when I took the ride along, we first had credit. So since then it was exactly a year I started the A&E program. In that year, I was able to take my credit score from a 605. I went all the way up to a 715 or 720, I believe it was, at my height.
Wow, it's huge. Huge.
So I was able to do all that. Now, again, going back to the ride along, I was able to read, The Richest Man in Babylon. I was able to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which those are all books that you spoke highly of.
Yeah, the mindset.
I was able to learn the difference between an asset and a liability, right? Mm-hmm. I went, have a business, God willing, I do well for myself. One thing I always wanted a Cadillac Escalade. I bought it right after I got out of your course. Yep. I got Cadillac. It was great. I loved it. Yeah. Once I became frugal, which is a word that you use. Yep. I did all my expenses, and I have to be honest with you. There's nothing that feels better right now to know that I was paying $1,500 a month for that truck, just for the truck. Wow. $1,500 a month, not even counting insurance. Yep. Okay. I was like, you know what? For what? Yeah. I'm driving around. I'm sitting in traffic next to the same people with the same 4 tires as me, going the same place. It didn't mean anything. It didn't matter. So I was like, you know what? Like, this has to go. Yep. So I called my partner Lenny, who I do my deals with. Yep. And he's my finance guy. I said, word for word, no lie. I said, Len, just tell me I'm doing the right thing. He's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm at Cadillac right now. I'm getting rid of my truck. He goes,
Smart
are you serious?
move.
He goes, you're absolutely doing the right thing. He hung up the phone on me. I sent it in, gone. I pulled out of there with a pickup truck.
Hey, there you go.
Pickup truck, clean trade. My pickup truck cost me $500 a month. I'm saving that extra $1,000. I still make that $1,000 payment to myself every single month.
Check that out.
That goes away into my account. It was just another $1,000, $12,000 a year. Now I have.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Yep.
That just came just from the mindset, because once you and I both know once that wheel starts spinning, there's no stop.
Exactly. That's more money you can put toward your investments.
Exactly. So that's what I did. So now I'm getting my credit score. I'm paying off that debt. Yep. Any debt I had, now I'm still paying my $1,000 a month to myself. So that's going to any debt, just bringing it down, which I didn't have much, but brought my credit card utilization down. Right now I'm in the mindset where 30% is max utilization. Yep. My cards can't go over 30%. Just doesn't exist. It's never going to happen to me.
Awesome.
So that was one thing I did. So I brought that down. Credit score goes up. So now all of a sudden, I start getting credit card opportunities, which I never had. I only had one credit card when I started the ride along. Man. So, I went.
What you got now? Look like you got some heavy duty stuff there.
We grabbed the Capital One Venture card. This one's light here.
Okay.
This one's good for about $7,500 right here. That was just right off the bat. Yep. I got one Green American Express. Yep. I went and got the second personal Green American Express.
Nice.
And then I went to the big boy, which everyone probably sees at Doug's, is the Platinum.
Platinum boy.
The Platinum boy. So these things were great. And my father, he was always like, if you don't have the money to pay for it twice,
right,
you can't pay for it.
Right.
All right. Well, I came from, the credit's the devil.
Right.
to somebody who doesn't know how to, somebody's not financially literate or can't manage it.
Right.
You know,
it can be. Yeah.
It can be the devil. So that's not what we were here learning every day. And you know, we're getting these mentorships. If I was going to go in that same path and recreate the same issues from the old generation,
right,
nothing's moving forward. So I chose to use it to my advantage.
There you go.
So the second deal I did was on credit.
I
said, you know what? I don't really want to come out of my pocket. I had the money to do it. The property was up for 40.
Yep.
We got it for 27.5. I didn't want to come out of pocket to pay the cash. So I'm not doing it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just pay it on credit. So that's what we did. Bought the property. I got the GC in there to do the work. The GC came back at $25,000 to get everything done.
Nice.
So I think all said and done, I'm in this property for $52,500.
Nice.
You know, this property is going to reappraise for $90,000, no problem. The property finished construction. We're getting a tenant in there. I mean, because of COVID, the tenant has been.
Yeah, the process.
We're talking about getting them in. But we know we're going to get it tenanted. That property is going to bring us $1,200 a month. That's going to be another. It's like $597, call it $600.
Yeah, it's still low.
Cash flow.
Yep.
And you know, I'm going to do probably $23,000 surplus after I cash out refinance on this property.
Man. So between those two deals, that first one at the 40 plus another 23, 25, what's that? Like extra 65 grand or so you putting back in your pocket. And then on a monthly basis, right around $1,200 of cash flow.
About $1,200 cash flow. Yep. I'm putting roughly about $60,000 back in my pocket, free and clear money, profit. And then the properties are essentially free because the loans and the credit, everything's paid back.
Man. So basically you figured out how to pick up free properties, get your cash flow. So do you think that, you know, investing in yourself in terms of the ride along as well as the A&E program is worth it?
I'll be completely honest with you, and I'm no salesman. I'm not. I'm as straightforward as they come. Had I not have done that, I could honestly say right now, I wouldn't have even been able to buy my buy and hold strategy yet. I wouldn't have probably purchased the maybe I would have had the dry flex, maybe. Right. But as far as everything else goes, I mean, to be honest with you, if I knowing what I know now and looking back then, I would have paid double what I paid for both.
Wow. Check that out.
And that's it. And I'm no salesman, but you know, it's the honest truth. You know, I'm not going to sit here and speak for any other person who's doing the program that you're doing, but I've legitimately followed you for 3-4 years now.
Yep.
You know, and I can honestly say, like, I'm a testament to your program. It's you know, it's the way you do things and your mindset and every day in and out and the strategy you have. I mean, it's for anybody to question it would be foolish, you know, because the knowledge is endless and it's truly, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy, you know, what you could pay for and what you can get out of it. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. What do you think, what's next for you, Joe?
What's next for me?
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I have a number in my head that I'd like to hit personally monthly.
There you go.
So, you know, I'm chasing after that number. It's the same number that I put on that piece of paper that was handed out during the ride along. So I still have that in my folder until I hit that number. I'm going to keep going because
that's it.
You know, still doing the affirmations.
Yep.
So I'm chasing that goal. To be honest with you, I really would, after, you know, speaking with you and speaking with Neo and being able to get a little bit more personable with you guys and truly see what you guys are able to do for just people in general. I mean,
absolutely.
There's two types of people, right? One person's going to take it as, he's trying to make money on me. The other person's going to take it like, wow, he's really taking the time out right now to legitimately sit down. You can appreciate paying somebody for your service because what you put into it to give people, to help them, it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. So I'm the type of person where I would like to take that knowledge from my mentor. You're my mentor. I consider my mentor. Yep. I would like to take that knowledge and go bring it on to other people as well. So
awesome.
For me, it's that generational wealth. Working towards that goal and also being able to help people.
Yep.
Not only put people in homes that I'm fixing and renovating, but be able to help people get that first deal.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
And you know, then be able to get this mindset because it's amazing, man. It's an amazing feeling.
Yep. It really comes down to just teaching other people how to fish. You know, there's always people want handouts and so forth. They want the fish, they want the food on their table. But if you don't bring it to them, you know, they starve. But
Yep.
once they learn how to fish, they got the rod, they know what bait to use, they know exactly the location to go in the lake or in the ocean. Now it makes their job that much easier.
Absolutely.
And they could take that skill on with them forever, and they could share it with their friends, their family, and really pass it down. So yeah,
Yep.
that's what it's all about. And that's what it's really about for me, just how many people can we impact and help grow and benefit. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
That's good, man. But yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Just keep going.
Appreciate it.
Yo, I do remember seeing the Escalade on your timeline too. So you got rid of the big boy. Yep.
Yeah, man. I had to go.
Smart
Listen, my partner Lenny, and I really got to, you know, I really got to give it to him too, because he's a friend of mine who I've known for a long time. He thought I was crazy when I took your course. He thought I was crazy, bro. You don't know this guy. You know, you're gonna go to Philly. You know, you're gonna pay all this money. You know, let's just invest in New York. I said, bro, this is not the way. Trust me.
Yep.
And like you guys haven't even met or spoke, but he, you know, he thinks so highly of you, and I'm like, awesome. He's like, bro, for this guy to get rid of your Escalade, he must be something.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, that's everyone's dream. You know, everybody wanted the Escalade ever since it came out. It's like,
and it's just like it was crazy. It was crazy, and like even my mother, she's like, you wanted this car your whole life. She goes, you had it for like a year and a half. She's like, you want to almost 2 years. She's like, you want to get rid of it?
Yeah.
I said, Ma, I told her exactly why.
Yep.
You know, because you see people around the neighborhood and they're like, he can't afford it no more. No problem.
Right. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, you'll get the last laugh. Yep.
Yeah, you know, but you know what? That's where the other phrase comes in that you guys use: stay down till we come up. Right.
Yep.
Nobody needs to know how I'm moving. It's just I just got to continue to keep my head down and do what I do. So I'll have that Escalade again.
Yeah.
This time somebody else is going to pay for it. Not me.
That's it. I mean, just to get a couple more rentals, and if that's really what you want, have the cash flow pay for the Escalade. But
yeah, man. I mean, that could be something. That could be something cool down the line. But for right now, I'm looking to focus. I'd love to be able to do this full time. You know, so
awesome. It's coming. It's coming, bro. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for hopping on with me, man. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Anytime. Thank you.
Yep, and keep winning, Joe.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, yo. Happy Easter. Yep.
Be safe. Happy Easter.
All right, I'll holler at you.
Later.
My guy.